Samson was born to Manoah and his wife, a barren woman who had been unable to conceive. One day, an angel of the Lord appeared to her and announced that she would have a son. The angel instructed that the child would be a Nazirite, dedicated to God from birth, and would begin to deliver Israel from the Philistines. The angel's announcement was a miracle, and Manoah's wife was overjoyed. She shared the news with her husband, and they prayed for guidance. When Samson was born, they dedicated him to God as a Nazirite, and he grew up under God's blessing. As Samson grew in strength and wisdom, he began to lead Israel against the Philistines. He was a judge, chosen by God to deliver his people from oppression. Samson's strength was supernatural, and he performed great feats, including killing a lion with his bare hands and slaughtering 30 Philistines in Ashkelon. Despite his strength and calling, Samson had a weakness: his desire for Philistine women. He fell in love with a Philistine woman and married her, despite his parents' disapproval. This marriage led to conflicts and troubles, including a confrontation with his wife's lover and the killing of 30 Philistines to pay off a wager. Samson's greatest mistake was his relationship with Delilah, a Philistine woman who was bribed to discover the secret of his strength. After several failed attempts, Delilah finally learned that Samson's strength came from his Nazirite vow, which included not cutting his hair. While Samson slept, Delilah had his hair cut, and he was captured by the Philistines. The Philistines blinded Samson and put him in prison, where he was mocked and humiliated. However, while in prison, Samson's hair grew back, and his strength returned. When the Philistines gathered to sacrifice to their god, they brought Samson out to entertain them. In a final act of faith and sacrifice, Samson prayed to God, asking for strength one last time. With his renewed strength, Samson pushed apart the pillars holding up the temple, killing himself and thousands of Philistines. Samson was buried in his father's tomb, and his legacy lived on as a judge and deliverer of Israel. Despite his flaws and mistakes, Samson's story serves as a reminder of God's power and redemption.